reversal. Removes the trigger option. Ending Walker.
A
series
and
away.
there's the anti-air, and Ending Walker takes another name, and he has made it to top 8 on winner's side at Capcom Cup. The fist bump from NL, the head nod he has to acknowledge.
Wow.
And his mum and dad, who have flown across the world to support him, are here in the crowd. They've done so much to support him throughout his career.
Young Ending
So
Walker,
happy they
man.
get to see it. There's some in such number.
We need to blow the roof off of this place. One last time, give it up for your Capcom Cup 9 champion, Minnie!
気持ちで負けるな。
深い。エデルさん面白かった。
やめて。ちょっと待って。
この画面足。
ちょっと待って。ここ止めた方がいいけど。
全然いい全然いい。
ユースケ。
ナイスバックステップ。
リソースあるぞ。
絶対抜ける。やるしかね。不死鳥。勝ったのは UI エネルルーク。強かった。不死鳥だ。
I don't blame you. I understand. There are some streams on this platform that allow you to behave like a kindergarten bitch. But here you're gonna be disciplined even if you wasted $5 on that shitty ass message. Okay? In case you didn't get it. That guy's a fat bitch and a Lucari mod? Damn, they got your fucking number. Anyway, listen, we got a background report on your fat ass, okay? So next time, keep it down before we cut some bacon off your back. Anyway, thanks. Appreciate it.
持たないよ。
危ね
強化できているがゲージがありませんね。
ねえ。いやでも中足が当たれば。
逆境すぎる。
しのいでくれ。
ああいう力。
惜しい。
発動。
終わった。ああ間に合わない。
これ止めてる。ダブルロック？嘘でしょ。
怖い。
スプレーか打てないんだよな。
ベガパッチを喜び。
I need to know cause Lakari has been talking a little.
Listen, dude. You got parried, but I'm telling you right now, do not do that again. It seems as though you are new and you don't know that I don't appreciate when people are disruptive like that. If you're gonna leave a message, it's either gonna be short and funny or short and friendly. That shit was long, not funny, and I'm really having to use willpower to not fucking report you for saying it. Everyone in here heard it. Alright? Shut the fuck up. Please. And thanks. Axion. Don't do that again now. Okay? This is like more of a warning than most people get. Don't do that again. Thanks.
Thank you.
Don't fuck this up, dude. Patience. Okay. Oh! Safe. Oh! Yes! Oh, uppercut, he's got it covered. Backdash. With punish that! This is big. This is really big. He's in the corner. Yes, pressure. He needs to use that dumb shit. Oh, mashing all day. And he's dizzled. Simple as that, dude. Simple as that. You guys were worried? TSA IDOM. Do you understand? Transportation, safety, administration. Okay? Why don't you come right over here, sir, and let me see what's inside that bag. Okay? Open up that bag for me, please. Let me see what's inside that. That looks to me like a dildo. Alright? Nice dildo.
Let me know
Come with me.
if...
that was sick.
Let me know if you can hear me. What is up? Hold on, give me 1 second. We're gonna start in just a few minutes here. Little rusty.
Man, that's how it is.
Oh,
So you could tell. There he is.
okay.
He's getting ready to hug. He's getting ready to hug.
okay.
Double.
Let
Oh,
me
and the
know.
pecs. Oh, come over here. Oh, he's at it again! This motherfucker
Shaking
is
off the ring
notorious.
rust, you guys.
He's
Hold
at
on.
it again! Did you see it? This obviously is Spain. Everyone knows that. This ES guy, he did that shit again earlier. He walks up, starts with a handshake, mixes up to a fist, and before you know it, you're both naked 69ing each other. His technique, his triangle strategy is, I've never even seen one like that. How does he do that? Leave it to a Fang player.
Sorry, I was like, not. Well, I really didn't know what to expect. Hold on, hold on. But I don't know. Shit was so crazy that
Are
I
you sure
felt
this
like
is the right opponent? He's probably calling the staff over.
felt like I
Are you sure this is the right guy? That was sick.
felt like I could
That was
hop on.
pretty good. He qualified in the LCQ, so he didn't even bother
Share
fucking
my,
with the Capcom Pro Tour. He doesn't even give a fuck about the Capcom Pro Tour or Evo. He just showed up to the LCQ, fucked everyone up, and now he fucked up the Evo champ. That is tight. Zen, dude. Zen. That
Alright.
guy's sick. That
Well,
guy's
that's
sick.
probably as good as it's gonna get.
Traveling around, entering tournaments
All right.
during the Capcom Pro Tour. Lol, dude. Nah, I'm gonna kick it at home. Call me when it's time for the LCQ.
エネルはどうする？ゲージを2つ。あ、一番うまい。拾っている。
Just a
エネルが
little
追い
bit.
詰められて、
この V リバ
使わざるを得ないか。
Okay. All right. Here we go.
いやこれ
One.
いや
Good button.
マジかよ。エンディングウォーカー、このゲームを終わらせに来たか。
すげえぞおい。いやこれは
エンディングウォーカーだ。
カピバラのカピバラの草ありがとうございます。
Oh well.
¡Y mira, ha reventado la mesa!
The matches go by pretty quickly. They feel like
Oh,
they
never mind.
really fry.
There it is. There it is. Okay.
By that is.
Nope.
Time fries.
ああ。
まあ、やるっていうのも大事な仕事。おお、そんなの初めて見た初めて見た初めて見た初めて見た初めて見た初めて見た。
多分あれ超むずいっすね。第2位は簡単に入るんですけど。
All right. What is up? All right. What's up, guys? What is up, guys? Long time no see. Let me know if let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if okay. I should have put this somewhere else. Now I can't. Okay, maybe. Hear me? But can you see me? Can you see me? Oh man, did the music stop too? Oh no. What happened here? There we go. All right. Aha. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. Long time no see. Let me know if you guys watched any Capcom Cup. What's going on? Demon Gun, SD0, Arrow Mart, Jason Pelto, Halim Ambrose, Robert West, Roshan Cousins, 4ID4N, Jason Pelto. I already said your name, Jason Pelto. Michael Drift, Halim Ambrose. Sounds like a fake name. You guys all have fake names. Okay, yeah, all right. I probably wouldn't have watched it either, but like, but yeah, my homies reminded me that it was going on today because I was totally doing other stuff today. So there was such ginormous news that I felt the need to like set up the stream, load up some clips, and I wanted to, for those of you guys that missed it, I wanted to just sort of I guess recap it quickly and then just kind of play like the last game or round or whatever, and then play the announcement. How does that sound? Dude, I did not have that on my bingo card. Yeah. The announcement that they made, dude, that was just not on my bingo card today. Like 2023 has already been, it's already been a riot. No joke. Dude, I never thought I would see the day. Well, okay, well, we'll talk about it. Okay, so let's start at the top. Capcom Cup, you know, it's been all online this year, I guess. I don't know. You know, that's just not terribly interesting. You know, obviously, we're at the end of the game's life cycle because Street Fighter 6 is now less than 4 months away. But the LCQ was going on like all week or something. I don't know. All I know is that there's this kid out of China by way of Toronto named Zhen, and he came out of nowhere and started beating everybody's ass, and with Bison even. And you know, for those of you guys that have never competed, let me just tell you, the last chance qualifiers are always a mission, it's way harder generally. And this time was probably the hardest because I believe the format was 6-man pools, round robin, top 2 make it out. And that's, I mean, it's crazy that, like, when you think about how hard that is. And so they had it in LA at the Avalon, which is a beautiful venue. And I didn't watch any of, I didn't watch any of it of the LCQ. I just watched it, you know, when they started like top 16 today. And you know, I was just like hanging out here, just a regular Sunday for me, and you know, got to watch a lot of great Street Fighter V action. But man, oh man, what a performance by Zhen. He, you know, came out of nowhere, beat everybody's ass. You know, I guess he's like going to school in Toronto. Excuse me. That's I think that's what Ultra David was saying. I don't know. Not exactly what I was expecting, because he had like a whole conversation with Ringe and I think Tasty Steve about like MF Doom and like, I don't know, some other like, I don't know, whatever like the kids are listening to these days that's like underground hip hop. I don't know. but he was definitely not, you know, when you hear like, oh, it's like an unknown, you know, 19-year-old Chinese player from China, like that was not what I had in mind. That you know, that was a surprise. Really interesting. And yes, exactly, Pest. LCQs are like a suicide mission. And this one was even more suicidal than all the other ones. Because sometimes, you know, when it comes to an last chance qualifier bracket, like every tournament does it differently. There's no standard at all for last chance qualifiers. I mean, actually, I've never even heard of a 6-man round robin format where top 2 make it out. Like even that, I mean, everybody's making it up as they go along, and every tournament organizer is just trying to make it as hard as humanly possible to qualify so that you will be incentivized to register early so that you don't get stuck in the death bracket. This time around, they just opened it up, I guess, to whoever. I don't know. I don't really know. But I know that they did qualifiers for a number of days. And, you know, this guy, Zhen, was the guy who made it out convincingly. I believe he didn't even lose a game. And he was using Bison. So, tournament starts, and it's top 16. They started in losers bracket. There was also this other kid, Ending. What was that guy's name? Ending Walker, something like that. Hold on. I know I'm screwing his name up. So we're out of touch, you guys. Hold on, I just saw. I know I saw his name. Nope, it's not there. Well, it's gone. Anyways, so this year was kind of like well, obviously we're at the dawn of a new era, right? A lot of your favorites didn't make it. I mean, I saw Daigo streaming, so Daigo wasn't in. Tokido didn't make it out of LCQ. So top 16 was made up, I think, of like 7 Europeans. There was a dude from Spain, and there was only one American, which was Idom, and the 2017 Capcom Cup champion, Mena RD from Dominican Republic. So it was, there was a lot of new faces, and that's a good thing. I think generally maybe a lot of the US players stopped. I don't know. Maybe they didn't care. Maybe they stopped. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. All I know is that it was a slew of fresh faces, and also returning Capcom Cup champions. Momochi, who won in Street Fighter 4, who won Evo 1 year or 2 years, I don't know. Momochi was there. He did well, but I think he made top 8. And finally, it came down to Mr. Crimson, who's been beating everybody's ass with Dalsum, because Arturo Arturo and the God, what's their group called? There's like a Dalsum, you know, yoga group, and you know, Dalsum has really changed the tier list. So it ended up top 3: Mr. Crimson, Zhen, and Zhen and Mena RD in the finals. And it was a huge opportunity for Mena RD because if he won, and spoiler alert, he won, it would make him the only 2-time Capcom Cup champion ever. But you know, yeah, that's it. So, you know, obviously a lot on the line, and you know, it was you know, he convincingly won. So let's do this. Yeah, nah, Papa, dude, like, I did not want to. It would have taken me like another 10 minutes to like set that shit up on Twitch, honestly. Like, and also I don't want to. This might rub some people the wrong way, but you know how some people want to fly the Ukrainian flags in their fucking Twitter bio, like that makes a difference. I actually don't, because Restream puts the Ukrainian flag on your video, on your stream, unless you pay the money. I'll just set that shit up myself on my own servers, and I won't pay anybody. How about that? How about that, Restream? You know, unless they are actually Ukrainian, then it's okay. If you're actually Ukrainian, then hey, I get it. Do what you got to do. No problem. I don't hold it against you. But I'm not giving any more money to companies that are going to fucking virtue signal with my money. Fuck that. Yeah, exactly. Yes, John Bash. It's like sending thoughts and prayers, except worse, because it's less of your money. I mean, you know, like, use my $20 to pay the bills. Like, however many billions, what is it? What are we up to, like $90 billion? Was that not enough? Come on. Come on. So, because of that, we're just streaming on YouTube. I don't even think we're monetized. And even if we were, we're going to get demonetized because of those Eris clips at the beginning. So whatever. Yeah, we're just going to build this shit up on YouTube. Fuck Restream. Fuck Twitch. I'll set this shit up myself, and then we'll stream everywhere. How about that? For free. Free 99. So, what do you say we watch the end of Capcom Cup? Oh, yes, Indrid. I'll train the fuck out of you. Yes, Indrid, please. I would say hit me on Twitter, but I don't know if I'm going to check it. Hit me on Twitter, or just email me, gutex@crosscounter.tv. Yeah, like, well, look, we're not monetized on Twitch. I have to I have to. I'm looking at the YouTube thing right now. Action required. Accept the new terms to stay in the YouTube partner program and start earning shorts ad revenue. All right, YouTube. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, let me find the spot. Let me find a good spot in the video. Oh, here we go. A little bit sooner. I just want to, I kind of want you guys to see the last game. Okay, there we go. Yeah, all right, that's pretty good. Okay, yeah, all right. Are you guys ready? We'll what's the difference between .tv and .com? You know, one of them is $40 a month, or sorry, one of them is $40 a year and one of them is $10 a year. Guess which one I bought? Okay. All right, hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, ready?
Could be Mana, who is a game away from taking Capcom Cup.
David, it's one thing being in a finals like this when you don't play the tournament. It's another thing being in a finals like this and being hit by something like that.
Nope. Sorry if it's a little choppy. Oh right. Oh here, look at I can.
Oh no, misconfirmed.
Going well for Mena. That wake up CA has suddenly turned things around.
That's fine for Shen. Didn't get too much out of it though. Again. Oh, Mena.
Mena so correct with the read, so slippery on defense. Heavy works this time, not doing a tough strategy, catching.
So Mena's in winners. Yeah, Mena's in winners. So he only has to win one set of 3 out of 5. But Zhen has to win 2 sets of 3 out of 5. I mean, you know, obviously, you know, that's a mission. And a lot of Luke play. I really haven't been... I mean, I haven't played him at all in 5. So I really don't know a lot about the character, but I guess I can see why, I don't know, I guess I can see why everybody hates him. You know, he really, really rubs people the wrong way, I guess. And now, you know, Street Fighter 6 on the horizon, he's going to be rubbing even more people the wrong way. You know, he's not going anywhere. Oh, there we go. Now I'm on there.
Shut up, F-word. You're jinxing it.
It's a lot of red up there, but Shen's got the corner. He's pressing, he's hoping to bait the V-shift. Instead, catching the dash was Mena RT. The awareness off the charts right now, looking for V skills, not the...
And actually, you don't really get to see it that much in this game, but Zhen's defense is actually really good. He blocked all of Idom's stuff. He was like the only guy that blocked Idom's stuff. You know, pretty consistently. It was very impressive. Idom had, you know, man, people were, the crowd went so dead after Idom lost. And, you know, like, I mean, obviously, like, everybody always wants to see, you know, the player from their home country, you know, win and do well and everything. And Idom did great. It's just, I don't think anybody saw, Zhen coming.
So instead, it's jumping. That's been key for him. Jumping over the ball with punish. Block confirm here. And he has it. Expecting the fireball.
Oh my god. Oh, what it, you know what it is? Oh god.
Backs away, lads. He's got 2 more of those. No meter for Bison.
He's trying to bait something out of Zhen. Zhen is stuck on the ground.
Okay, it's okay, guys. Sorry, hold on.
Activation, why not? Cycle from full screen is going to be okay. No, never mind. It's Mena RD. 2016 was Knuckle Dude. 2017 was this man right here. 2018 was Gotcha. 2019, Item. And 2023, Capcom Cup 9 champion, two-timer, Mena RD.
Mena RD.
Take a bow. He played like a master there. Amazing.
Okay, maybe that's a little bit better. Okay, yeah, I think I fixed it. A little bit, kind of, slightly. Okay, it'll be fixed next time. Oh, Halim Ambrose, you got that. Wow, you're so cultured. Okay, here, let me turn up. Hold on. Speech! Okay, here, I'll be quiet.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your two-time Capcom Cup champion, Mena RD!
Woo! Two-time Capcom Cup champion. No small feat. Damn, and he was there with all his boys. Damn. Good one. Convincing.
And of course, this trophy is not the only thing that's coming back to the Dominican Republic. Marine, I think you have something else for our champion. Let me take this for you for a second, brother.
120 G's.
One more time for our champion, Mena RD!
Woo! I need a sound effect with like a
Come on.
extra effects. Wow. Hell yeah.
Mena.
Honestly though, I feel like he won more last time.
All right.
It was him versus Zhen, who
For the
was
second time now, we have
Chinese
seen
player by
your
way of
family,
Toronto,
your
who
brotherhood,
came out of
Your
nowhere.
country rush the stage. Is there anybody in this crowd that you would like to shout out?
The only shout out I would like to give is to the fighting game community. All of y'all are my family. When I won the first one, I didn't really know anybody. I was all about the DR, but it's all about y'all now. It's all about the FGC. Thank you so much.
Wow. Capcom champ right here. Now, Street Fighter V has come to a close, but I've always wanted to ask you, what has Street Fighter V brought to your life?
Honestly, I remember I used to dream about being able to travel, and I couldn't imagine it. I never went outside of the Dominican Republic, and just thanks to Street Fighter, I was able to see the world.
It's so perfect what he said.
Mena, you are officially the only two-time Capcom Cup champion in the history of Street Fighter.
Yep. Let him know, Rob TV.
What does this moment mean to you?
it's actually, it's just the beginning. I really want this to be a message to the next generation. I already had a chance back in 2017, and thanks to God, I'm here again. But I just want every kid out there, not only in the Dominican Republic, out there, to see that if you really try, if you really do what you like, things can turn out like this. So keep going, never stop.
Damn.
We need to blow
What a
the
thing to
roof
say.
off of this place. One last time, give it up for your Capcom Cup 9 champion,
Oh, Roshan Cousins. I don't think it's like that.
And as Vicious let you all know earlier, the hits do not stop there. I think he has something to say. Vicious, where you at, bro?
Where you at,
Make
Vicious?
some noise for my man.
Post wardrobe change. He like changed too soon.
Give it up one more time for your champion of Capcom Cup 9 Men RD, ladies and gentlemen. The best to ever do it in the realm of Street Fighter 5. As I told you all earlier, I have somebody very special with me for a big announcement to come for the future of the fighting game community, as well as the world of Street Fighter. None of this would be possible, of course, without your guys' support continuously being there, event after event, in the chat, in person, watching the streams, the entirety of it, all thanks to you guys. And I have a very special somebody to say thank you to each and every one of you. So with the amount of energy you just gave Men RD, I need you to help me introduce my special guest. Let me hear it one more time for the Capcom president and COO, Sujimoto-san.
I kind of half thought they were gonna bring Ono back on. But I'm glad it was, I've actually never seen Mr. Capcom before, so.
まず最初にカプコンカップ優勝おめでとうございます。Before anything, we would like to congratulate our Capcom Cup 9 champion, Mena RD. まだ世界各国のファン、コミュニティの方々、大会オーガナイザーの皆様、1年間を通じてカプコンプロツアーを盛り上げていただき、誠にありがとうございます。We'd like to take this time to recognize our fans, the players, the tournament organizers around the world for making this season of the Capcom Pro Tour so special. Thank you very much. 来シーズンの大会はご期待いただいているように最新作ストリートファイター6で実施します。
No, it's not.
And as many of you are expecting,
That's the
next
president.
season of the Capcom Pro Tour will feature our upcoming game, Street Fighter 6. この記念すべきシーズンを最大限に盛り上げるためにカプコンはこちらの施策を特別に用意しました。今日は映像を用意していますのでご覧ください。And to make this next season of the Capcom Pro Tour as memorable as possible, we have some special plans that we'd like to share with you today. Please take a look.
All right, here it comes, guys. This is it.
Here comes a new challenger.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially at the Capcom Pro Tour. Make some noise! Shall we begin? Ain't no giving up, that's a no-go. No excuses here, just a let's go.
At this point, I was kind of scared. Offline premieres. Online premieres. Oh god, here we go.
Punish counter to save the galaxy. I cannot believe they pulled that off. That was crazy.
Biggest prize pool. $2 million. Winner gets $1 million.
Punish counter to save the galaxy.
At the biggest prize pool.
That was crazy.
Prize pool of over $2 million. 1 million to first place. So that we can say that you can be a millionaire playing Street Fighter. Did they get that kind of bread? You should look at their, you guys really should look at the, the financial statements. They're a public, Capcom is a publicly traded company, in Japan. So, all their financials are public. You're more than welcome to look at them. So yeah, that, I mean, they just say thank you here.
2023年カプコンプロツアーカプコンカップソイドアイダ6発売記念特別施策としまして1位賞金100万ドル賞金総額200万ドルとさせていただきます
To celebrate the launch of Street Fighter 6, we are supporting Capcom Cup 10 with a grand prize of $1 million with a total prize pool of over $2 million.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. I actually tried to, this is what I tried to, I made a thumbnail and then I couldn't set the thumbnail. But yeah, actually Mr. Capcom does look pretty fresh in the leather jacket, no joke.
皆さん2023年は新しいタイトルストリートファイター6の大会を世界中のファンの皆さんと共にぜひ盛り上げていきたいと思いますのでぜひともご協力くださいよろしくお願いします
The next season of the Capcom Pro Tour will be played fully on Street Fighter 6. We hope you'll help make the season as exciting as possible. Thank you.
Short and sweet. Yep, no bullshit. No
Okay,
trade.
nothing but love and appreciation for you guys. Make it out one more time. Let me hear some noise for yourselves. That concludes Capcom Cup number 9, baby. See you next season.
Good stuff, Vicious. Solid. So there we go. All right, we're back. Okay. So I did not I don't know about you guys. I did not have $1 million $2 million Capcom Cup on my 2023 bingo card at all. Because we're playing the Doom soundtrack, bro. I don't know. It was just loaded up. So that was the big news. I thought it was a pretty big deal. It may actually be the biggest deal ever in fighting games. What do you guys think? Are you does that pique your interest? Are you going to tell your friends? Are your Oh, Ben Ram 97. Did you just get here, bro? Capcom's got $2 million for Capcom Cup for, you know, this next one. And first place gets $1 million. You know, Kawasaki Ninja, I hadn't thought about that. But that would be, dude, they're going to come out and be like, yeah, $2,002,000. That would be hilarious. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people going to be dusting off the sticks. Well, of course not, Jason. Of course no normal dude has a chance. Not with that attitude. You got to remember, everybody is just a normal dude and a normal, you know, normal girl. That's it. You know, they're going to think about it. If they're spending $2 million just on the prize money, you know, and obviously, like, you know, because the game is coming out in June, and this is, you know, it's not Street Fighter 1, it's Street Fighter 6. They have a pretty good idea of how many units they can expect to sell. They have a pretty good idea of how much everything costs, right? You know, they've been doing it for like 40 years now. So they can afford to go hard, you know, to get the word out for the launch. You know, you're going to see billboards and, you know, bus stop ads, and, you know, you're going to be bombarded with, you know, YouTube ads and TikTok ads, and then, you know, all your favorite influencers and celebrities are going to come back around, you know, because it is going to be a big deal. So I guess the question that I have for, you know, for all of you is, does that change your plan? You know, with Street Fighter 6 being less than 4 months away. That's right. Zelina Vega during the Royal Rumble came out dressed as Jury, and it was pretty cool. It was, you know, I'm a, you know, some of you guys know I'm a big wrestling nerd and have been for most of my life. I've seen a lot of great wrestling, and I've seen a lot of really cringe-worthy spots. And Zelina Vega as Jury was pretty cool. Matt Jones is going for broke. That's right, Voo. They do have money to spend with how well they're doing. I feel like every game Capcom makes that's not Street Fighter is like a ginormous hit. But I couldn't tell you because I've never played any of them. Stream some wrestling games. You know, I really only played, well, actually, maybe that's why it would be interesting, right? Because I never really played, you know, I only played in the arcade. So I played, there was WrestleFest, and then there was the one before WrestleFest from like the late 80s, early 90s. I forget what it was called. But like all the cool console wrestling games, I've never played. But yeah, there's enough there to bring back lapsed fans, lapsed players. It's, you know, kind of just like wrestling, right? You know, every now and then things get a little stale, and then all of a sudden The Rock is back. Thank you, Odin. You know, I've never actually played Saturday Night Slam Masters either. I remember when that game came out, I was like, oh, this is dumb, because I was you know, I was a kid, right? Like I didn't know anything, right? I'm like, oh, well, like these aren't WWF wrestlers. Like I don't care. But in retrospect, I bet you that game was super cool. Yeah, yes, Jason. I've heard that. I've heard that the NWO game by THQ was like the one. Like, but I don't know if that ship has sailed. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my God, Sammy and Roman. Okay, nobody really thought Sammy was gonna win, right? I mean, we all wanted Sammy to win, but there was no way that he was gonna win. Honestly, the fact that there wasn't some sort of like Montreal Screwjob Part 2 is a win in my book. Yeah, I think WWF WrestleMania was the one that I did play because I think that was the one before WrestleFest. Because WrestleFest, they look kind of like big and blocky, but WrestleMania was just like it was like I think it was 8-bit. This is a long time ago. I'm really old, you guys. Well, thank you. Or wait, is that Orpheus from Reddit? Oh God, I know. And you know the thing, see, I'm not like a huge Cody Rhodes fan. Like he's okay, but I'll tell you what, when he was on, okay, I think it was this past Monday or the Monday before, he was cutting a promo and then Paul Heyman came out and they had a super memorable, it was like a very, it was very real promo. Shit got real for a second. They started talking about Dusty Rhodes and like how Paul Heyman had like helped the Rhodes family when they were like super broke and down on their luck and everything. Shit got real. And I didn't really appreciate, or I didn't really understand why he was getting the WrestleMania push, or why he's going to be the one to take the belt off of Roman. But after watching their interaction, their promo on Raw this week or last week, man, I get it now. But at the same time, I don't think it's I do think that there needs to be a real resolution with Sam. Kawasaki Ninja gonna play that Project L? Who cares about Street Fighter 6? $2 million? Chump change. Yeah, I don't know. The way that I guess what it is, I guess it's to the point now where I'm just glad that I like Street Fighter 6, because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that if I didn't like it, I would be saying the same thing. Oh my gosh, Leo, thank you so much. Adon, I don't know. I don't think he's in there. Wait, is that Beavis as Adon? Is your avatar? That's beautiful. Where's that butthead? Honestly, like, I don't... Yeah, no, that is Beavis. Oh my god, that's beautiful. It's genius. Well, not with that attitude, Kawasaki Ninja. You're not going to win nothing with that attitude. I had some friends earlier this weekend. I'm in a group chat, and I'm a little bit older than them, but also they have like real jobs because they're professionals and whatnot. And, you know, we're talking about traveling and stuff. Oh, God. And then they started to tell me about how they couldn't, like, they didn't have the money to go to travel the way that they want to and to go to the festivals that they really want to this year. But they work, you know, like, not to put their business out there, but like they work in, should I even say the industry? Whatever. Tons of people work in healthcare. They work in healthcare, right? And look it, it's okay, you know, whatever. Everybody's situation is different, right? You're broke. It's a, you know, whatever. Everybody, like, I'm not here to judge. But I'll tell you what, if you went to college and then got yourself in student loan debt and now have a career because you went to college and you don't have enough money to live the life that you want to live and do whatever the fuck you want to do, I think you fucked up. Because I would rather be broke and not be able to do what I want than have a career and all of these like responsibilities and student loans and whatnot, and also be broke and not be able to do what I want. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's very simple. I always know, oh, well, I'm just like, I'm doing well or I'm not doing well. But it's like, I don't try to fool myself, or I have no illusions. It's like, okay, well, like sometimes I'm broke because I haven't been doing the right things that result in having more money, you know? So it's really, it's kind of depressing. And so when I see people like, when I see people like you, Kawasaki Ninja, say, and just sort of like give up before you're even trying, it kind of bums me out, because I don't really think it should be that way. Because I think Henry Ford said it best. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. And, I told my friends, look, you have to change your mindset before you can like change your financial situation. And so the same thing applies here, right? You have to change your mindset before you can even stand a chance at winning anything substantial. Exactly, Vuvu. Broke and not tied down rather than tied down and broke. Fuck that. Because if you're broke, but you don't have those, responsibilities, like, obviously, like I said, everybody's situation is different, whatever. If you have kids, obviously, like you got priorities, right? But man, if you went to school, got yourself in student debt, have a actual career as a professional where people like respect you in your job, and you aren't able to travel and do whatever the fuck you want to do, man, that's some cause for reflection. And the thing is, Kawasaki Ninja, there's always, it's not about winning, because the competition is within. See, like, as long as you're playing for fun, but you understand that you're still just battling yourself to get better, and you're striving to get better, then, you know, you're good with me. You know, because obviously, you know, there can be only one Capcom Cup 2024 champion, or sorry, Capcom Cup 10. I actually like that they just changed it to numbers now instead of the years. Getting older, the important lesson I learned is that fulfilling others' expectations to what they think success means is rarely the way to happiness and fulfillment. Exactly. You got to focus on yourself and focus on what fulfills you, because at the end of the day, you like we all die alone by ourselves. You know, and you're the one that has to wake up every morning and look yourself in the mirror. Not your friends, not your family, not your spouse, not your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You are ultimately you are in control of you. Yeah, they did the KOF year to number change. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, Sack943. Now that she's paid that off, what what does that change for you guys? You got to please yourself before you can please anybody else. That's for sure. Looking like World War III out there? No. Well, actually, no, you're right. I take it back. Yes. It does look like World War III. The problem is that it looks different than what we thought it would look like, right? I don't know about you guys, but when I think World War III, I think about World War II. And for me, as somebody who's born in America, World War II, you start to think of like, you know, Hiroshima and Nazis and things like that, right? But I don't think World War III is going to look like that at all. At all. So, and that's what makes this one arguably trickier. I'm not going to say it's better or worse or whatever. I wasn't there. But I don't think it's as straightforward as the last one. But I do think that we are already in it, or we are swiftly headed for it. But I don't think that it's going to be like the last one. But either way, you still can't let it, you know, take up too much mind space. I would say that World War III is one part economic, one part information, and I mean, yeah, one part kinetic. You know, I mean, obviously, like, I don't know. I think we'll look back later, years from now, and be like, oh yeah, Ukraine was like the start of World War III, I guess. But it's not the same as the last one. So don't think that just because, you know, people aren't getting drafted and, you know, going to, you know, you know, it's not going to be like Vietnam. It's not going to be like World War II, whatever. It's not going to be like that. So prepare accordingly. Well, Blitz Power, once the debt is paid, career is in place, the wealth can build real quick. Honestly, perhaps in theory, on paper, yes, but ultimately it's your mindset that holds you back or propels you forward. And your mindset, you know, should sort of supersede things like debt and, you know, your career and whatnot. But it definitely does help. Not saying it doesn't help, but, you know, you can't just expect that all of a sudden things are gonna like fall into place once those things happen. Oh, D Omega, did you miss it? Bro, okay. For those of you guys that just got here, the big announcement. Big announcement was that Capcom Cup 10, not Capcom Cup 24 or 2024 or 2023 Part 2, not that. Capcom Cup 10 next year is going to have a prize pool of $2 million, with one of those $1 million going to the winner. So the game comes out in June. So I just wanted to take you guys' temperature and see if that changes anything for you. Thank you, Stampede. I got the look, we got the Joe Rogan mic now. Shout outs to PJ for hooking me up with his homie who gave me honestly the deal of a lifetime. I shit you not. So I'm glad you can hear it. There you go, Kawasaki Ninja. That's the spirit. You're right, Poner guys. You're right. No problem, Dio. Aren't you glad? You too, Emperor Skywalker. Aren't you glad? Aren't you glad you showed up? Yeah. Jamie, look that up. Dude, honestly, when Daigo won, no joke. Dude, the year that he won and then donated it to the Evo Scholarship Fund. Oh my God, dude. What a champion. Like, I can't even see, this is, you know, I mean, this is what separates, you know, the men from the boys, honestly, because like, you know, to win like that kind of money and then just give it away, what a class act. And it's not, you know, like, that was a fat stack too, you know, because you can tell a lot, you know, you can tell a lot about somebody, you know, by the way that they act when they're on top. Case in point, Mena, you know, like everything that he said after he won was like, damn, like perfect. Well said. Third strike content. Maybe, I don't know. It might be good warm up for like Street Fighter 6 content. I don't know. What do you want to see? Because the thing is, I don't know. Is that a good use of time? Oh, you know what I should? Oh man, you know what I should have done? If only there was a way to like sticky something in the chat. Oh. Hold on. I know how to. Oh, I think I know how to do that. Hold on. No. Oh. It's falling apart. Start queuing. Okay, here. All right, here. I'm gonna pin it to the top. There we go. Oh no. Oh. All right, whatever. Fine. Maybe I shouldn't have put that as a question. Whatever. It's okay. It's on top now. It's on top. That's right. Yeah, that's right, Carl. He did thank God, and it was very wholesome what he said, and I got, it kind of like hit me, like right in the feels a little bit, because especially what he said after he thanked God. He, Marine asked him, what has Street Fighter like done for you? What has Street Fighter given you in your life? And he said, well, it's, taking me all around. He said something effective like, oh, I've gotten to see the world, something like that. And I think about that sometimes, usually when I'm kind of like, when I'm in like writing mode, and I'm like thinking about like, oh, like what am I going to say about like in the beginning of the book? And ultimately for me personally, it really does come down to travel. Because I also have gotten to travel and see the world because of Street Fighter. And getting to see the world and meeting the people that you meet along the way, in my opinion, is the best reason to try to get good at any, it just for us it just happens to be Street Fighter, but it could be anything, because what you realize after having done it for a while is that not everybody is so fortunate. Not everybody will get to, not just like travel to play video games, but I mean like go to all kinds of different countries, experience different cultures and food and people and everything. In my opinion, that is my favorite part. And when I think about how time marches on, ultimately it's the most important resource, because there is no, we can't make more time. You can always make more money, you can always make more money. You never make any more time. And, as we're all getting older, obviously, like, it's kind of funny too to hear what Mena was saying about like, oh, like the first time I won, it was all about me, but now I want it to be all about, FGC, and I was like, damn, I'm like 15 years older than this dude. Right? Like, because I think about it like that too, right? One of these days, hopefully later rather than sooner, I'll be dead, right? And in that scenario, what will I have left behind for the next generation and the next generation and the next generation? And, you know, that's kind of the way that I've been thinking about it lately in terms of the work that I need to do, because, you know, what Mena was saying about how when he was talking about how he wants other young people around the world to be able to look and see that, you know, if they really dedicate themselves to something that they enjoy, that, you know, good things can happen. You know, I mean, I think about it that way too. That's a really, like, that's what we need more of in this world right now, right? Is for people to be doing more of the things that they love to do, and have and be able to see people, that are doing what they love to do and be like, hey, I can do that, right? You know, I think that that's important, right? And so because travel has been the most important, travel has been my favorite part of this whole adventure, this 20-year journey. You know, I think that that's the best, that's the most important reason, or that's like, I guess what I hope I can pay forward to somebody in some way. Anybody who's smart enough to you know, read my work, or, you know, anybody who's smart enough to go through my work, I hope that, you know, some of them can, you know, get more of that out of life. Thank you, Orpheus. Thank you, Orpheus, for the 10 Canadian dollary-doos. Oh yeah, I mean, it's not about the money, Triple Fudge Packer, because you're right, there is also blessing in having a simple life somewhere beautiful, even if you don't have very much money. 100%. There is not, you know, when you don't have any money, it seems like having money will solve your problems. But like I was, you know, kind of mentioning earlier with, you know, my professional friends, you know, they were saying something to the effect of like, oh, well, if I had the money, then I would change my mindset. It's like, no, you have to change your mindset and then the money will follow. Like there's no way that you can exist in a state of abundance when you know, are sort of like stuck in this self-imposed financial prison. You know, and obviously, like, it's easier said than done to sort of hit the eject button. But, you know, it's not, you don't need to make any sudden moves. But, man, if, you know, in a pre-pandemic world, in the 2011 to 2018, 2017, 2018, yeah, let's say, I don't know, 2011 to 2018, 19, dude, like, I was busting my ass doing all kinds of shit. But it was because I wanted to, you know, there was no, I didn't have, you know, have some sort of like corporate job with like responsibilities, right? Like, we're trying to fucking take the world over. You know, it's different. Thank you, friend of Squirrel. I appreciate that. You're gonna keep playing? You're gonna go for your share of that $2 million? Exactly. Yes. That's right. Emperor Skywalker. You get to meet local gamers you have something in common with. You have a connection with somebody, but they're from a totally different culture. It helps give you a way to connect with that culture. They take you to the restaurants, the hangouts. You get to really connect. It's not like being a tourist. 100%. I cannot travel. I can't travel like a tourist anymore. It's always like FGC really is kind of like Fight Club because we do have people everywhere. And it's not that you need to be the best. You just need to be good enough to know your local scene and so that you can connect with people around the world. Because like, dude, there's been so many times. I mean, it's just, you know, it's just a cycle, right? When I travel, you know, people take care of me, you know, whatever, take me out, we go hang out, we go to restaurants, whatever. You know, when people are in my hood, dude, I like take them out, take care of them, host them, you know. And before, I mean, I'd actually kind of traveled. Well, I guess I'd kind of only been to like one place a bunch of times, up until like, you know, up until I started traveling for fighting games. I actually had never even experienced that before. It's only because of fighting games that I understand like the sort of travel. What is the word? Why can't I think of the word? Travel hospitality. The travel hospitality cycle. I'm so glad that I got to experience that because it is a cycle and it is the only way to travel. And it doesn't have to be fighting games. It could be anything, but you have to have relationships with people at the places that you're going to. Otherwise, you're not going to have like a real, you're not going to have as deep of an experience. And I don't know about you guys. I prefer the deep connections, the deep experiences to anything else. I don't care, dude. I don't care about going to fancy places or nice restaurants. I don't give a shit. I want to go to the place. I want to go to the places where the locals go. That's it. Dude, I don't know about Dr. Sub-Zero. He's probably in Canada leading a totally normal, anonymous, unassuming life. That's all I can think. No, I actually haven't been to a New York. I have not been to a New York topless bar. I don't really think that American clubs are all that compelling. But if I was in New York and there was a reason to go, obviously I would go for the culture, of course. That's right, Vuvu. Every community is different, worldwide. You got different cultures, food, customs, and everything. But I'll tell you what, and this is why I don't. This is why I feel like we have to keep playing fighting games, because, dude, eventually everything is going to be settled like this, as it should be, because I've gone, dude, I've been to the Middle East, and if we all just focused on playing Street Fighter, then there wouldn't be any of these bullshit wars with anybody. It's true. It's true. The path to world peace begins with the world warrior. It's true. It's true. Everything in life, every dispute can be settled in a 1st to 10, even if it's not you playing it, right? Like, if this was like 1,000 years ago, medieval times, and you were like the king, and there was some other tyrant that was like coming to your kingdom, you know, maybe you're old. You're not going to fight the invader. No, you're going to get the biggest, baddest motherfucker, and then him and whoever from their side are going to get in that Coliseum, and they're going to fight to the death, as it should be. None of this, oh, we're going to go send like $90 billion to a country we have no relationship with, and that to defend them from their neighbors. Like, what? Fuck out of here. What's that got to do with us? Nothing, because it's all a fucking lie. It's all a scam. You know? So if we all just focused on the battle within, then we could get better and be able to travel the world beating each other's asses in the game. Because, dude, like, I just can't. It's so crazy to even think about like the war and all this stuff. It's all a scam, all of it. Because, dude, like, I've been everywhere, and like, I've never had like issues with people. I've never had issues with people that I share something in common with, and something like Street Fighter. And it's not just Street Fighter, right? Like music, food, and games are like the three things that everybody can, you know, where it doesn't matter where you're from or what you look like. What matters is that you're into one of those three things. Yeah, exactly, Stampede. It's just like the skateboarding community. Anywhere in the world you travel and they just want to chill and learn the cool spots to get footage. Exactly. Same thing. Yeah, dude. I mean, look at Ryu. Okay, right? Ken and Ryu are the epitome of this, right? Think about the end. Think about Ryu's ending in World Warrior, right? He's walking, you know, just into the sunset by himself. He ain't got no shoes. In Third Strike, or Street Fighter 3, he's got his bag, his duffel bag that he's bringing to every match because he's just wandering the planet looking for the next fight. The fight is all. That's it. And then you look at Ken, right? Ken has it all. Billionaire playboy, hotel mogul, beautiful wife and daughter. And now look at him. Street Fighter 6. Look at him. Something to think about, right? And I'm not saying that you shouldn't go out there and make money and whatever. I'm just saying that Ken and Ryu started together. Ryu's just been, you know, the fight is all. Ken's been having to, you know, lead this high responsibility, you know, lifestyle, you know, with all of these obligations and the wealth and the money. And look at all the Ken Street Fighter 6 memes. It's fucked up. Oh, well, Gamer Loves Gaming. Wow, you came to the wrong place. Should have never clicked in here. Didn't the awful thumbnail that I tried my best to change before I went live but wasn't that enough to keep you away? Right, Vuvu. Playing a match at the locals with a stranger. You know what they want. You know what you want. No scam. It's just an in-game scam. All the scams should be in the game, not IRL. Come on. It's stupid. It's a scam that they run on us to keep us divided over shit that doesn't matter at all. Especially, oh God, whether it's identity politics, race, or, you know, sort of regular politics, it's all bullshit. It's not real. It's only the only battle. It's not a race war. It's a class war. It's us, the 99%, and them. It's not even the 1%. It's the 0.1%. You guys know that, right? None of this shit is real. It doesn't matter what your politics are, what your religion is. It doesn't matter. Like, oh God, none of it matters. Left wing, right wing, it's all a scam. All to distract you. All to distract you from the only thing that does matter, which is class. It's a class war. World War III. There we go. We got the fourth part of World War III. Information war, economic war, kinetic war, class war. Oh my God. UAVs, come on. Okay, I'll be real with you. I'll be real with you. Last week or the week before or whatever, when they were shooting down first it was the balloon that they wouldn't shoot down, and then it was the balloons, and then it was, oh, we're shooting everything down. I admit, I did think that they were running the alien invasion scam, or the alien invasion psyop. I did think that. But I didn't think that for long, because it started to come out like last or this week, early this week, maybe, that it was indeed other balloons that they were shooting down because they had adjusted, they sort of like recalibrated their, I don't know, radar, or I don't know, who even knows? Who even knows? They might even just be making all this shit up too. Who even knows? But I will say that I did think they were going to try to run the alien invasion psyop because of the way that they were positioning it. But clearly that's not the case. And they just didn't want they didn't want to say too much to just sort of create this distraction about aliens. So yeah, I guess it's kind of a relief. But yeah, 100% Bluebeam is on its way. 100% Stampede. Whatever, Vuvu. We can't even, that shit don't even exist. We've just been, most people have just been conditioned over generations to I don't know, to sort of like hate like, you know how it's sort of generally sort of considered socially like inappropriate or rude to sort of to talk about like politics and religion and money at parties or whatever. I mean, that's just like, to me, that's just kind of like what like sort of like low vibration people, that's like the way they think about it, right? Like I think about my uncle, and dude, me and my uncle will have like 2-hour debates because he is like so on the opposite side of the spectrum. But like at the end, dude, like we're not mad. Like that's just how it's always been in my family. We just, we sit around and like we have like long spirited debates. And at the end of the day, everybody's still, we're all still family. You hug, you have a good time, and then you see each other next time. Like, dude, like the people who get mad, it's just honestly like I kind of feel bad for the people who like really get mad and take all that shit so serious, because trust me, we all have very deep rooted beliefs, and that's okay. It's not about what's right and wrong. It's about whether or not you let it like, I don't know, like ruin your day some way, I mean, think about no matter what side of the spectrum you fall on with any hot button issue, it doesn't matter, because as long as you're not like, letting the other, what you consider the other side, like, ruin your day, impact you in some way, then who cares? Yeah, exactly. You weren't born with these beliefs. These beliefs were sort of like implanted in you through your environment, your family, your friends, where you grew up. We all are affected by that. When like look at little kids. Dude, little kids don't give a fuck what you look like, or what you're like, how many followers you have, and how much money you make, or what the color your skin is. Little kids don't give a fuck, dude. They're like little kids. I mean, dude, it's, they're like, like a little animal, like a small, like a dog, like a puppy, right? They don't care. As long as you play with them, they don't give a shit. So obviously we're not born with any beliefs aside from the belief that we just want to have fun and play with the other kids. That's it. Oh, 100. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yes, Stampede. The absurdity of left-right politics will eventually hit you. So much wasted energy among the serfs. We are the serfs. We are the fucking slaves. The 1% don't argue about these problems all day. They're too busy making the rules. Exactly. I mean, say what you want about Andrew Tate, but he talks about how billionaires don't never discuss race because they're too busy being billionaires. Like, dude, it's true. It's true. You think, I mean, all you have to do, look at Davos, look at the World Economic Forum, look at any first world government, second world government. You think for a second they think about you or me or any of us in that way? No, fuck that, dude. They're too busy. They're too busy running their own scams to care about race and all these other things that they try to manipulate society into caring about. And how do they do that? Well, for the longest time, for a century, maybe longer, they would do it through mass media. Now, they can't do it the same way anymore. And that's why a lot of the illusion is coming apart. Because even though, whatever, big tech, is controlling the algorithms. Yes, but, there's still a lot of people, out there that know more things and communicate with more people because of the internet, right? And every day there's less and less people paying attention to mainstream media. So that means that the controllers, and even saying that, I feel kind of dumb saying that, right? Because I'm kind of like giving away my power, right? Like, oh, they control us all, right? Fuck that. But it's true. I mean, they do have to adjust the methodology because they're losing. Dude, like, how can anybody believe anything after the past 3 years? How can anybody believe anything that anybody in healthcare or government, how can anybody believe anything that they say? Dude, you can't, and mainstream media. How can you believe any of it? It's like, come on, it's ridiculous. And the longer that it goes, the more reckless they get. Dude, like, this shit is coming apart at the seams. No, I don't know who Ryan Dawson is. I'm unfamiliar. Do I think other companies like SNK will match Capcom in some way? Well, here's, oh God, that's a great question. Yeah, thank you, Mario, and thanks to the person who brought up Project L outdoing Capcom's prize money. Okay, if you think about it, there is a non-zero possibility that Capcom just essentially created like a fighting game financial arms race. Because I don't know if you all know this or if anybody cares, but you guys know that Saudi Arabia bought SNK, or bought like the vast majority of SNK. They also own a small stake in Capcom, and I believe Nintendo. They also bought ESL. I mean, rumor has it they're buying WWE. So, I mean, what would it be like if, Prince bin Salman over in Saudi Arabia was like, what? Capcom putting up $2 million? And then let's say that I don't know. I obviously I don't know the prince, right? But what if he was like, oh, fuck them. We'll show them. Oh, 2 million? How about 5? Right? And then it's just like all the rich people, all the rich dudes are just like trying to be out here like big dick swinging to be like, oh, how much money can we just throw at, fighting game players, just because they need to like flex their ego in that way, Yes, exactly, Stampede. I'm waiting for the cyber attack. I don't actually know if that's gonna happen. They might just be trying to like lull us into a false sense of security because it seems like it should have happened. But hey, you know what? It's 2023. I did not have Seth Rollins as the Joker on my 2023 bingo card, nor did I have $2 million for Street Fighter for Capcom Cup 10 on my bingo card either. So 2023 is full of surprises. So it is certainly well within the realm of possibility that as we go deeper into World War III, that there will be some crazy shit that happens with the financial system, because I mean, they have to do something. The money is like worth less and less and less, and people are starting to notice. And I don't just mean Americans. I mean, you know, worldwide, you have the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, South Africa, and I forget the other one. China, duh. Yeah, the BRICS nations moving away, de-dollarizing, reducing their risk, reducing their exposure to the dollar. Well, seeing as how the dollar has been the world reserve currency for like about a century, certainly since like the 60s or 70s, whenever they took us off the gold standard. I mean, come on. It's like we have been as in the people who control the money supply in America, have been systematically devaluing the dollar for longer than most of us have been alive. There's no two ways about that. And the other countries, specifically the BRICS nations, are noticing and are just going to start trading amongst themselves, whether they're trading their own commodities, like, for example, gold for oil, like Russia wants to do, or whether they choose to use a CBDC, a central bank digital currency, or whether they're going to use crypto. It doesn't matter. They're going to use whatever works for them, and it ain't the dollar. And what does that mean for Americans? It means that, like, it's gonna have to get worse before it can get any better. That's the way I see it. Like, okay, the currency is supposed to be tied to something of value. Historically, countries have commodities that are abundant in their country, and they use that commodity to trade with other countries, right? So, for example, maybe Venezuela has a lot of oil. Saudi Arabia has a lot of oil. There's places that have, fruit and, all kinds of stuff, right? Well, what happens when that's not really tied to anything and you just keep printing the money and printing and printing and printing? Eventually, people don't want the useless paper anymore. It's not rocket science. No, Vuvu, we're not going there. But because you already know. Yes, you, Stampede, me, Michael Drift. See, we know. I don't even need to talk about it, because you guys already know. Yes, QRD 88. The sanctions are useless, and dude, like, it makes zero sense. You can send Bitcoin to anybody anywhere around the world. Sanctions, trying to debank people. Like, what is this? The 80s? Like, are we living in a pre-internet era? Get the fuck out of here. It's ridiculous. I can't even believe people take it like serious. Like, oh, a banking system. Fuck that, dude. And if you don't like Bitcoin, there's 10,000 other cryptos that you could enjoy. Like, that's it. And if you don't want to deal in crypto, you can deal in good old-fashioned hard, real commodities. Gold, silver, oil, deal in what's real to you. But this illusion of control, of financial control is, that, oh, we're just going to, we have the moral superiority to try to tell a sovereign nation what they can, who they can and can't trade with. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. It's so arrogant. That's like, I'm not going to say his name, but I'm sure we all know certain FGC people that come in on their high horse and, want to shame people, for what they believe in, for what their opinions are, right? Like, dude, I'll come on here and we'll have these conversations. I'm not talking about really anybody in particular. And I'm certain, and anybody in particular who I was talking about is certainly not anybody that we know, right? Like, if I say, oh, fucking, if I say, arrest Dr. Fauci, right? Like, what's it to you? What? Are you Dr. Fauci? No. Is Dr. Fauci your homie? No. Is he your dad? No. He's just some fucking guy, right? I'm not the guy that tries to tell other people that, we know. I'm not the guy that tries to tell other people, like, oh, what they can and can't do. I'm not that guy. I don't give a shit. What do I care, right? So the audacity, the arrogance of people, individuals that we know that try to tell other people, try to act like they're better, right? It's ridiculous. And it's that arrogance that's the same mindset that, whatever, government people, it's the same mindset that they have to try to tell other countries what they can and can't do in their own country. Like, come on, fuck that. Oh, sorry, SD0. I'm sorry. But your father's fucked up. Thank you, Enzo. It's working. I know, Vuvu, right? Oh. Oh my God, you guys are. Yeah, well, motherfuckers are gonna be mad. Yeah. They could be mad about the Capitol tweet. They could be mad about hydroxychloroquine tweets. They could be mad. I'm coming out here on YouTube talking about $2 million for fighting game players. They can be mad about whatever they want. Honestly, it makes no difference. I know, right? Like, there's honestly, at the beginning of the COVID scam, I had one of my friends was really talking in a serious. He was talking to me about NPCs, and at first I thought he was joking, and then I realized he was serious, and then I was like, I don't know, man. I mean, you guys know me. By most people's standards, I believe in a lot of weird, crazy shit. But even I didn't buy into the NPC theory. 3 years later, I get it now. I don't know if it's really like that, but it's But it definitely seems more and more like that every day. Definitely more than it did back then. Oh no, Michael Drift. Come on, bro. I'm still running unleaded. Come on. And I know some of you are and some of you aren't. And I hope that you're all going to be okay. But I'm still running unleaded. And I feel and my friends, my healthcare friends, when they get sick, I don't say it, but I sure as hell think it. Because I know they're vaxxed because they still have their jobs. Yeah. NPCs worldwide. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, hey. You know, everybody makes their own decisions, right? You know, I certainly was not the one trying to fire people. I wasn't the one trying to shame anybody, and I wasn't trying to get anybody to do anything that they didn't want to do. Yeah, exactly. That's right, Milo. You know, it varied. You know, and also, you know, some people fought it and some people didn't. You know, and it's not, you know, it's not right or wrong. It's just your mileage may vary. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Kawasaki Ninja. It definitely depended on where you were at, but it also depended on your situation and also your willingness to go along with the program or not. I am lucky that I didn't, you know, I think I've adjusted quite nicely to just being at home, right? Like the world's been open for, you know, I live in Vegas. Vegas has been open for quite some time now. But I think, you know, this is the first time in my adult life that I'm just totally fine staying home, you know, even, and, you know, whatever. When people come to town, you know, I go hang out. It's cool. Definitely still like partying and, well, definitely still like going to festivals and raving and getting wild. But dude, I don't even go anywhere anymore. It's fine. Okay. All that matters is doing what you want to do, creating real connections with people, and hopefully those connections can be with people in different parts of the world. Oh, Stampede. Oh my gosh. Well, look we can't have people get Stampede. We can't have people making their own decisions about their lives because then they won't make the right decisions. See, this is why we have to make all the decisions for them. Duh. It's for your own good. That's funny, cute kawaii Mike. So it's it might be a lot to handle for me. No joke. It might be a lot for me to handle that I'm getting older. However, I do believe that I do believe I have the capacity, potential, ability, and probability to do better in my 40s than I did in my 30s. Financially, socially, everything, competitively, everything. Because this is going to sound, I don't know how it's going to sound, but I feel like a lot of people, I feel like I'm getting a lot better in certain areas that I just wasn't that good at before. Because I spent a lot of time at home, just here, working on my shit. So, because I've sort of deprioritized, like, kind of randomly going out all the time and whatnot, I have more time to make myself better. So, if I make myself better, I'll be able to provide more value to the world. And thus, because I give more to the world will give more to me. It's just, I don't know. That's the way it always worked. I mean, the way it's been working long since I showed up. And yeah, like, you're right, Stampede. You're never old unless you're unable to do the things that make you feel young. I mean, you know, I put on a few pounds, but I also know that it's way easier to control my diet now. It's way easier to be consistent with exercise and, you know, taking care of myself, because I'm not going out all the time, getting all fucked up for no reason. You know? Well, Vuvu, you need to look inside yourself and be like, what would Pepe do? Right? Like, Pepe is all things to all people. Pepe can do anything. Be like Pepe. I actually, dude, you guys are gonna, this is actually crazy. In like 5 days, it'll be like 2 months since I last had a drink. It's probably the longest that I've gone in my adult life. No, Pepe the Frog, bro. Yeah. Jay-Z, do you not, oh man, do you guys not see the pinned, do you guys not see the pinned thing, the pinned Q&A announcement in the top of the chat room? Do you guys not see that? It's still sticky. I see it. No? You guys see it? Maybe you don't. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. Oh, Richard Hart was talking about it? That's interesting. I'm sorry. Yes. Hey, you know what? YouTube live streaming might suck. So we're going to have to be better, you guys. Not as slick as it's not as slick as Twitch. But hey, you know what? Like, some people, okay, look, you guys. Sometimes when you travel, you stay with the homie you sometimes when you travel, you guys, you stay with the rich homies. And sometimes when you travel, you know, you're with the broke homies. You know, maybe YouTube streaming is like the shitty part of town. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we just live in the shitty part of town, you guys. I don't know. Do you feel at home? Honestly, you guys, let me know. This is a don't tell me what you think. I want to hear. Tell me if you feel more at home on Twitch or on YouTube as a citizen of the internet. '09 was a long time ago, bro. All right, we got one for Twitch. All right, Zeus. Okay. Okay. Milo hates Twitch. Michael feels at home on YouTube. Triple Fudge Packer feels better on YouTube. Low tier drone doesn't watch streams, so it don't matter. Okay. Honestly, we might make a run on on TikTok, you guys. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. I think I can actually just run an actual poll. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Here it comes, you guys. Okay, I just made a poll. Now, tell me if you see, now we don't need, now we have science, you guys, real data, hard data of people who are actually in here. You know, no anecdotes, even though I do appreciate your participation. Osiris, I was there. I was also there from the start. Paul, the fact that you think any of this is politics, I empathize with you, my friend. But I'll tell you what, the vast majority of my work and what I have coming down the pipe, like my actual work, bro, like what you perceive as politics, I mean, it's not even in there. Let's put it this way. I wrote a book. Well, I've written several books. The last book that I put out and tried to publicize was during EVO weekend. And the book, you know what the book was about, Paul? The book was about training mode. And do you know how many references in that book there were to what you perceive to be politics? Take a guess, Paul. Take a guess. And while you think about that, I'm going to look at the poll. Wow. These are convincing numbers, you guys. Is 80-20. Oh my God. Oh God, boo boo. You won the Pocky challenge. I did pay you late. I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, dude, you know, we paid you out. Tell you how to play is politics. All right, you might be right. Yeah, okay, you know what? Telling people how to play isn't politics, it's religion. How about that? Okay. All right, Emperor Skywalker. This is what we're going to do. Next time, I'm going to set up our own server, and then we're going to stream there to everywhere. And then we should be able to get the data from multiple sources. All fierce attack. Nope. Get those jabs out of here. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't see QRD88 understanding people wanting to be distanced from politics, but how can you unsee what politics doing to everything from food to healthcare, including everything? Yeah, pretty much. And that's why it's not, dude, to me, politics is like arguing about like tax rates. Like, to me, that's politics. But we're just talking about, like, to me, this is just, some people get it, you know, like some of you guys that have been in here for a while that, you know, we've been hanging out. Seems like most of you guys get it. And if you don't get it and it's too much for you, it's okay too. Because the other thing is that when I put out my work, you know, whether it's a book about training mode or a video course about how to improve your execution, like, okay, there's no room for what anybody would consider to be politics, right? But we're just hanging out here because I got excited about the $2 million thing from Capcom Cup and wanted to tell you guys. That's all. I wouldn't consider this, you know, the work. Right? QRD88. But I'll tell you what, you know, one day I'll give you guys the full story about, you know, why maybe it was a good thing. After all, when it's okay to run away with the points. It's never okay. The points is all we got, Paul. Oh my God, that's funny. All right, I think we're gonna end the poll, and I think we're gonna wrap it up because I'm kind of hungry and I want to eat. Well, Zeus, look, bro, look, call me crazy, but $1 million is probably enough for me to, you know, get up in the morning. Maybe it's not enough for you, but, you know, we're down here in the struggle, you know. Remember, YouTube is the shitty part of the shitty neighborhood of the internet compared to all the, all those snobby, uppity motherfuckers over on the Twitch side of town. Oh, that's funny. I'm good, Stampede. Hey, so real talk. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a nice weekend and that you got the well, Paul, look at this is okay. I literally fired up this not so good looking stream because I wanted to tell you guys about the $2 million and I wanted to see if that was changing anything for anybody. It's not changing anything for me. I'm still doing what I was already going to be doing. I just wanted to see if that was going to change any of you guys' minds. because clock's ticking. I'm trying to get good. So I'm just trying to get a better feel for who's coming with me. That's all. So thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. We'll do it again soon. I don't know. Maybe we'll stream and watch some Capcom Cup clips sometime. I don't know. Oh shit. That's what I was gonna say. Before we wrap up, I was going to, one of the things I've been thinking about is how to prepare for Street Fighter 6 because we have less than 4 months. And so one of those things is going to be sort of like plugging or filling the holes in our game. One of the holes for me is that I've never actually played Luke in 5, so I don't know anything about him, but he is in 6, so he's a problem that's not going away. So we might have to do some stuff with Luke, even though, I don't know, you might not like him. Maybe I don't like him. Maybe we don't even know Luke well enough to form an opinion. How about that? So, thank you, Ramesh. I appreciate that. Thank you, Stampede, for sticking around. Well, yeah, Vuvu. So he's still strong. That means we got to be prepared. Oh, well, that's a pretty good answer, Shifu. But we're going to call the poll there. It looks like, big surprise, here on YouTube, people feel more at home on, the scruffy part of town. So thank you guys for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. And exactly, Reformed Pervert. Know your enemy. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll talk soon. Okay. Bye, guys.